What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the random AI only Civ 5 game. I hope you're enjoying it. We have got a few pretty major events going on. We've got the fall of Babylon seeming pretty inevitable, and Germany and India are also still fighting out. Two of the bigger civs still that remain, although there's not actually too many left, so India is probably in the bottom half of civs now. I don't know how many. There's 3 over here, 4 with Egypt, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 9. So yeah, Germany's probably 4th, 5th tie with Egypt, and then India's probably 6th. So for India, that means they're probably in the bottom half. I'm sorry, with the Inca and Mongolia and what remains of Babylon. Of course, once Babylon is gone, the halfway point will change again, and it will probably look even worse for someone else. But there we go. Probably Egypt, even then, would drop into the bottom half. They're victims of their own success. Look, if you leave Babylon alive, you'll be okay. But if you take them out, you'll be 5th out of 8. That might be how it goes. I think the Huns, Zulu, Rome and Germany are fair enough to say that they're ahead of Egypt. But I guess that technically means Egypt's already in the bottom half. But it's a bit harsh. The line's at 4.5. But it doesn't matter too much. Here we go. Egypt should do some damage. I believe Rome's already been this turn, so Babylon have at least one more turn. One more turn. Here we go. We'll see what Egypt do to them. But yeah, removing them will speed the game up even more, so, you know, look on the bright side. But sorry to anyone rooting for Babylon. Here we go. Will Egypt... But I mean, it's still important who gets the cities. Let's not... It's not over yet. We'll see. Egypt, again, no major damage. I think Rome might get the one in the north. Now, I think Rome will probably get this one. Whether that's unlikely they get this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rome took this term. We're about to find out, of course. Ooh, drum roll. It's coming slowly. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know when to doubt them. There you go. It happens in the end. Boom. Rome moves in. So that just leaves this one. Bit of a race then is on. See who grabs that. But yeah, some new strong civs. Rome's connected a lot of their cities now, so I'm much more confident in them than I was when they were all spread out. Now that it's all joined up, gonna have railroads everywhere. They have a lot of resources. They're quite big. I imagine I don't want to say this, are they getting anywhere near the Huns in land area? No. Okay, they're miles behind still. It does include sea tiles. That's why the Zulu are so high, because yeah, the Zulu are not that big in terms of land. Although they have I guess they have a fair amount, but yeah, it certainly helps to have sea tiles, which the Huns also have loads of. So they're not any disadvantage, but they were winning anyway, nearly twice as much as everyone else. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anyone that's only inland? Not really. Everyone gets some sea tiles. But the more coast you have, the better. I guess Mongolia is not really getting many sea tiles. They're just trapped here now. They're trying to get out. Go on, Mongolia, you can do it. Get out of the corner. Show those big civs that they can't just pick on you all the time. Right, here we go. Rome's turn. Egypt did pretty much nothing. In fact, they did do nothing this turn. Maybe they were just moving in a little bit closer. I've been informed one thing that AI never does, or someone says they've noticed from these games, is that they never move and shoot, which is surprising because, you know, you'd think that'd be quite a big disadvantage. But there you go. Apparently that's what they do. A disadvantage is in when they play against humans, obviously. But apparently they don't do that, so there you go. Some of the barbarians I feel like I've come up against that have killed my warrior who's ventured off a bit too far may beg to differ, but I think that seems reasonable. If you guys have noticed it, I'll take that. Germany has now conquered Kyoto. Okay, so Germany now has both cities. It took a while, but they've got a second one. Mongolia adopts order. I don't know how the ideologies are doing. We had all 3 picked, so I think they're all still around. Yet there's order civs, freedom, and autocracy. There's a dissidence in all of them, so it's obviously more based on your location. You can see even Rome with 101 tourism is going through some dissidence, so that seems ridiculous to me. How are they going through it? India has 89, but they're freedom. I don't know how Rome has dissidence. That seems wrong to me, but there you go. They do. It's a mix, right? I think it's sort of your whole group tourism of your ideology, but then it's also, if you're a smaller one surrounded by the other one, you're going to be affected more. But that said, there's not many. I mean, the Zulu, Huns, and Inca have all got good tourism and are all on the same continent, but even the Zulu have dissidents. I don't know who's influencing them. I guess they're probably losing out to Rome across the sea, and then the Huns are beating Rome across the same sea. And that might be just, relative 1-to-1 to each other, what's going on. Because look, the Inca are fine, they're miles away from anyone. The Huns are fine because they've got the most. And then the other one that's okay is Egypt, which is weird because they're pretty close to the Huns. So I don't know. There must be many factors that go into the algorithm or whatever that gives us that statistic or tells us which ones have got dissidents. Either way, Egypt's turn. Is this the turn? It's probably the turn, but it's whether it's Egypt's or Rome's who's going to get it. But yeah, I think this might be the turn. They have got 3 planes, are they? No, they're all triplanes, so that's not particularly useful. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's not great. Yeah, no, so Rome's done it. Rome will get this. I'm 99% sure. I think this aircraft gun can even take it, so doesn't matter. This infantry is particularly low. This cavalry can come on the railroad as well. So yeah, that should be done. Bit of a blow that Egypt only got 2 cities out of all of that, and Rome got an awful lot more. But good for Rome, I guess. Here we go. If they mess it up now, or if they peace out or something, that would make us all laugh, wouldn't it? Surely not. Nah, they took them ages last time. They'll do it. 5, 4. There you go. Didn't even, as soon as you start counting, they get it done. There you go. Rome eliminates Babylon. I don't see any units. They might have a couple floating around. I've been asked not to kill the civs anymore, so I will follow on that one. I'm not sure exactly what bonuses it has. I understand if they had like a settler somewhere, that would make sense not to kill them, I guess, because it's kind of cool to see them come back, but at the end of the day, I don't know. But I don't think there's any of them particularly. Are there any dead civ boats out here? I don't see any. I don't even see any Babylon boats. I haven't seen a unit from a civ that is dead for a while. The Ottoman worker, there's the last one maybe. Did something else just happen? A word came up. Dang it. Now I've got to look for the whole map to see what happened. I don't know what it said. It looks okay. Kyoto's still here. Maybe it went back to India and back again. Mongolia goes last, so I don't know if it was to do with them or something. I have no idea. Maybe it was something to do with the World Congress. Who knows? Right, how are we looking? Score then. The Huns 1776. Oh, 1781. Rome then in second, I believe, with 1590. Then the next best is the Zulu at 1242. Then Germany at 1128. A bit closer. Next one's very much closer. The Inca still leading Egypt, but of course the Inca have got all those wonders very early on that helped them. I think Egypt will pass them. They're probably already on their way. Like, even if they don't do anything special, they'll probably still overtake them because it's kind of a gradual thing. Then there's a bit of a drop to India, as I thought, 885. Then there's a big drop to Mongolia. And then a little drop to Babylon. And then the Ottomans and Japan. And Babylon actually are all gone, essentially. They must just have some units traipsing around somewhere. We can see the Ottoman worker there. I don't know where Babylon's units are. I can't see one. I mean, we can play the game. There's Japan's unit. We can try find it. I mean, the only other war right now is this Germany one, which is just defending Kyoto. They're not pushing on too much more. Where is this Babylonian unit? Let's start by looking in the most obscure place, the deepest of the oceans out here. This very lonely caravel, all on its own. Surely, I'm feeling like it has to be... Ah, there you go, Babylon archaeologist. You probably all saw that before me. And were already typing your comments like, it's there, I can see it. Well, there we go. I'll see if anyone comments too soon and then sees that I find it. Those are fun. Those are the funniest ones, I think, sometimes. But we'll see. What will be our next war as well? That will be something to keep an eye on. I don't know, I'm out of things to say. We will, Rome, what are you up to? Let's have a look at some stuff while we wait a little bit here. Cities. It's the biggest. The biggest is currently Cusco of the Inca on 33. Thebes of Egypt and Vijayanagara of India on 30. Delhi's on 29. 28 for the Inca. And Germany with a CAD as well. So the Inca with quite a few big cities as well as India. Inca also have one other one here, a third one in the top 10. It's quite impressive. Can we see the lines better now on the info addicts? I think we probably can. There is not many civs left. Score, yep, there you go. See the Huns, Rome. We just saw this list. Zulu, Germany, Inca, Egypt, India. The rest are dead. Actually, Mongolia is still alive and somehow still behind Babylon on score. That's cool. I feel bad for them there. Here's your militaries. The Huns, a huge leap here. That must have been like a tech upgrade where they've just upgraded all their units. Rome, the Zulu, Germany, a bit more neck and neck. Then the Incans, then Egypt, then India, Mongolia there. Net gold. Rome is making more gold per turn than anyone else. Obviously, eventually they normally all end up being negative. I don't think anyone's been embargoed this game yet, so that's not happening. You know, I think that's why they're not filling up with units, I think, because it's not domination only. That might be it. And then that would explain no one being embargoed either. Although I say that, there you go. Rome's going to be embargoed. Number 1, embargo, and number 2. Good job, Hans. Good job. It's just what we needed. We need like some game show elements, don't we, for these quiet moments? I don't know what they could be. There's a lot of Zulu units here in the water. What are the Huns on like tech-wise? I'm just... Rocket artillery. They have bombers now instead of Great War bombers. Although the animated ones flying around. Oh no, they might be bombers, I don't know. They were flying over here. Oh, they're going here. Fighters, bombers, they have battleships, land ships. There's a lot of land ships. You rarely see those. I think it must be like the domination only meta doesn't, for some reason, include land ships and tanks. Because look, there's loads. They have tons of them. Like, they don't have any infantry. And usually, oh yeah, they actually, oh my goodness, yeah, look at that. There's a couple here, but they're land ships. Normally you'd have like 50 infantry to 1 land ship, and here it's like 50 land ships to 1 infantry. So maybe the sort of the way that AI builds things has changed because of the different victory types. It might be to do with the science one, to be honest. It makes no sense, right? Because you can still win a science victory without... There's not really. You still get these techs, right, when you go for a domination victory, so I don't know, but... Maybe it's the science victory, I don't know. Maybe the Huns just prefer mobile warfare and we haven't seen them for a while. To be fair, could be the case. Look, the Zulu have mostly infantry, so maybe it's just a civ preference that we've never really seen before. Maybe it's influenced by the random personalities, I don't know. In fact, yeah, no one seems to have that many land ships. But they all do take 1 oil, so I'm guessing the Huns might have a bit of a monopoly on this world's oil as well. Just, yeah, because they have a ton of battleships, they have a ton of land ships, they have some planes. It's all oil. They have a trireme. Everyone's favourite unit. Yeah, look, Egypt, they fight 1 war and they look like they're just all out of units. We've seen Germany and India just sort of very mildly going at it up here. Although it looks like Germany may get Osaka here if they keep this up. It's kind of just having that extra 2 planes every turn, obviously. Over 20 turns, that's 20 more attacks, you know, it makes a big difference. Even if 1 turn it's okay to be a few planes behind, and saying that they have more planes here as well. Including an invisible one right here, look. Uh-oh. What is that? Let's not click that anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe ended up getting Osaka here, and then one of the biggest cities in the world could be next on the front line. Which would not be good for India, and I wonder if Rome's thinking about it. They were friends earlier, but I think if Germany keeps making progress, Wouldn't surprise me if Rome thought about it. I think Rome have the most options, possibly of any civ in the world right now. Just gonna throw that out there, my opinion. Germany can go after India and then Rome, which aren't the best options. They're both pretty good civs. India doesn't really have any options because they're not going to attack Rome, and they're fighting Germany already. Rome can fight India. I mean, they could fight Germany if they wanted to. But Mongolia's probably an easy one. They could probably kick the Zulu out of here as well if they wanted to without any repercussions. And they could also go for Egypt. The Huns, I mean, it's Zulu, which will be, you know, the two biggest civs going at it again. They are going after Mongolia, I've noted, but they can't actually get to Mongolia as it stands. So that will have to be put on hold. Oh, Kyoto went back to India, just as it seemed like Osaka was going to go. Kyoto went back to India. There we go. They've turned that around. Good job, India. Kind of. I mean, it would have been kind of cool to see Germany make some progress, but there we go. And I guess the Huns... Actually, they don't even border the Inca anymore because the Zulu took all of this territory and has filled that with plains too. Oh, Inca. Okay, no, everyone's just going to join on Mongolia, and every single time I'm going to get like excited for something new, and it's just not going to happen. But there we go, the Inca versus Mongolia too. I mean, eventually, right, it will probably make Rome join and finish off Mongolia and grow their score, so it's not a disaster that everyone attacks Mongolia. It's likely to lead to Rome to joining in. That's how the AI tend to work. Here we go. Have Germany been? They might have been already this turn, but we will see. They very quickly flipped it around. Kyoto seems pretty clear now. Osaka seems like a reasonable target again. So that didn't take too long to flip around. There's a lot of Roman units starting to build up here, which is a bit worrying for Delhi. This city is of 23 pop in a tundra. That's quite something. I don't even know how they've done that. There's 2 farms there that are 4, but I guess this pasture is quite good. Okay, there's a few good food tiles, but yeah, a lot of this is like nothing. They're doing quite well. Extracting food. I don't know what their religious beliefs are. Maybe they get extra farm food from other sources. Could be the case. Okay, that German unit died. They were very close. I reckon if they'd have hit it with all their planes, but which of course could be damaged, so they wouldn't do that in one turn. But if they had, they probably could have got it. But the unit, maybe India went first and the unit died. Maybe that's what happened. But I thought they had a good chance. But we'll see. What we will do, guys, we'll just do this turn, but I think I'll skip ahead a few turns. Obviously, if this is the only thing going on, never mind. There you go. Jinxed it. Perfect. Well, you know, we're close to that point though. Whenever the next time there's nothing, we'll skip a few turns between the episode and come back when something starts. If it just because, you know, it is getting a bit, there's not too much going on. Even this war, well, Egypt should win, but if Germany comes and reinforces properly, they might be okay. We'll see. We'll see what Rome does. This is pretty big. Germany and Egypt, 2 of the biggest civs in the world. Germany already pretty heavily committed to their India war. They've actually just sent most of their troops up here, so we will see how this goes. But yeah, they have some stuff here to defend. It's not going to win them this war, but it's certainly going to maybe not delay. You know what, this mobile Sam's got a lot of units here. This infantry is going to struggle. Maybe not. Maybe I'm being a bit optimistic for Germany there. But if Egypt could grab a CAD there, that 28 population city, that would be at least a good start. And if they could kick Germany out altogether, then they are, whether they will or not, but at that point, if they can kick these guys out, then it is just find a friend to go after Rome with. The problem is, Germany probably was your best option to help you there, so you may have shot yourself in the foot. But that will be it for this one. We will come back for the next one then as Egypt declares that war. But yeah, if it slows down again with nothing really going on, we will skip forward a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.